So it's from tomorrow, because it will be clearing maintenance. Guardian, nerfed more. Nerfed, good. Next, Demon Hunter. Abim is no longer interrupted by school local effect. Who cares? Vengeance, who cares? Druid. Why is Druid again? It's an issue when Sunfire and Moonfire were not updating quick enough after receiving mastery increase for external. This is balance. I don't know. Druid, Guardian, Bam, under point balance, no? So Mage, fixed a shield that causes mass invalidity to cancel inconsistently with no direct actions taken. Developer knows this change also adjusts timing of the mass invisibility is removed from spellcasts. Mass invisibility now cancels when beginning a cast instead of when it ends. Okay. There is another damage reduction for Mage. They are not finished. Not finished. Tender flames that can now only proc once every 10 seconds plus 8. Another nerf, okay. Another nerf. Fire mage damage in heavy hour scenarios is still higher than we're comfortable with. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Monk Mistweaver. Yeah, this is what this do healing. They are playing in M+, and when doing damage with certain abilities, not all of them, you are healing percentage. So they are increasing that to 150. That's cool. You lose Grace. Maximum 50% of health was 10. I'm not sure. It's... Let me open. Let's check it. Monk Mistweaver. Fuck me. I was thinking this will be easy. So, this is Yulon. What is Yulon Grace? I'm confused. Oh, this is Yulon Grace, but it's for Mistweaver only. Okay. I was thinking that's the shield. So every 2 seconds you are getting shield for 2% of max health, stacking up to 10%. And now it will be stacking up to 15. But I was confused because I think I knew what is this. But it's left 3, so I was confused. So healer is getting more shields. More shields, like faster. This is buffed up by 50%. Up, and yeah, maximum is also buffed by 50%. Chi Cocoon. Absorb is increased by 100%. That's when you cast the Crane. Invoke the Chi-G. Gasm is rising, sunken spell crank, and reducing cost cast of next enveloping mist by 33%. But there was... Yeah, when Axel Yulon and Chi-G ability apply Chi Cocoons to 5 targets within 40 yards, absorbing. This is buffed by 100%. Okay. I was playing Monk because I just want to play Monk, but what they are doing here... Enrolling breath healing, I think it's healing from this guy. So they are decreasing with some healing in the rate. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's busting. We're shifting more celestial armory through into Chi Cocoon. With instead of keeping the talents for level similar in rate, increase dungeon yeah, exactly. This is raid nerf because this one you are using only that ability or that combination of talents and that guy on in raid. I think this is very lovely. And there are changing some other changes with next patch, the Mistweaver. So maybe it will be even more fun. All damage decreased by 10% is not enough. Fucking hell. Blessing of Summoner causes attacks dealt to 20% additional damage as holy. It's 25. Yeah, it was nerfed from 30 to 20. But I guess people complain, so they change that only on 25. Holy power and damage out would have been higher than we would like, considering the toolkit as a whole. Yeah, sure. Increase assassination rogue, sure. There's not so many rogues anywhere anymore. No, there's a lot of rogues. I'm just used to have rogues everywhere because it's usually so often it's beast class in M+ when you're pushing. I'm just used for rogues. So I guess. Protection. Defensive styles reduction to damage dealt reduced to 5%. They're nerfing protection warrior. Spell reflect damage reduction increased to 25. Increasing the spell reduction. I don't know. I don't play protection. Alright, let's see. Improves dungeons. Above keystones level 20, each additional keystone level will now increase enemy health and damage by 8% plus 10. So they are actually changing scaling. They're actually nerfing high keys. What they're saying about that? We recently made an... What? How we have recently made it? And are currently making a number of adjustments to specs that are particularly powerful in N+. And while we feel these changes will have the desired effect, we also heard concerns that maybe not now will be much more difficult to complete very high keys and achieve ratings. Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree. Because if you pushed in first week, you absolutely smashed everything. And then before the under nerfs, and it was like the week 5. So if you pushed 4 weeks non-stop, the older people that are trying to play now because they created didn't have beast classes and they started leveling them and gearing them and they are ready to push now, it's too late for them because they nerfed it to the ground. Well, not to the ground, but they are now similar to others. It was so busted on the start. So they are nerfing this so people now can outpush people that played on the best 1 month. And I think it will remain the best push mount on this season. And if they wouldn't nerfed overall our more hierarchies behaving, yeah, I think it's just fair. Only people that pushed so much during that 4 weeks will be mad. I push only during that 4 weeks. People that are pushing always, they're just pushing. Do they care? I don't know. Alright, House of Infusion. Glacial Proto Dragon, Deep Chill. No damage. Affected players every 2 seconds, plus every 1 second. This reduces the damage over time. Yes! Now this will be maybe even playable without Priest. You are skipping that pack anyway, so you won't play it, so you play with Priest anyway. Because that percentage is not good. But maybe people start playing, maybe 2 dragons together, if tank can survive that magic damage frontals. Because that hurts tank a lot. Maybe people start playing dragons. Because that was just... Even the priest, initial damage, even when you immediately dispelled it, it just hurt it. It just hurt it so much on hierarchy 45. You wouldn't even survive initial hit if you got some random damage because some AoE spawned under you and you got 100,000. You just died from instant kill without defensives. Yeah, so finally this dungeon will be even enjoyable. I'm not going that far enjoyable. Less pain if you don't have priest. Because without priest, these dragons are nuts. Completely agree. Uldaman. Legacy of Tyr. Yeah. Info time, Raven, stolen time. Cooldown increased to 8 seconds, was 4 seconds. Infinite time, reverse stolen time. I think that's the last as that's nobody's playing because they're hurt. That's usually how these things works. That they usually nerf something that nobody's playing because I'm looking in the wrong place. Uldaman. Time river. Every 6 seconds? Was 6, mate? Definitely it was 6. Was it? Whatever. We hear feedback that central dungeon creature abilities can feel oppressive for groups without access to mass dispel. Exactly. Put that mass dispel bullshit down. And also nerf third boss because Mass Dispel, and nerfed last boss because Mass Dispel, right? Like Uldaman and Halls was dungeons we didn't want to go with a priest. Priest was must have. Even before he was so good. You just wanted priest there. Because it was so huge value. Averus, Echo. Mythic. Yeah, they're nerfing mythic bosses so other guilds can kill it. Yeah, just nerf damage, go. Issues, Monoterma fell, apply corruption on players doing phase 2. On heroic mythic. Yeah, I think that's when you pushed second phase too fast. When you push it too fast, he will just bugged. And he won't cast ability that he need to cast, so you break the shield. So you are standing in the last ad. His face was switched because his percent health is 35, I think. And he's just blasting other abilities and never cast so the players get phased and they can just smack enemy. That shield that they need to break. And Sarkaret. Oh, they are increased Berserker. Yeah, that's huge. Like this is huge. You always usually kill it very close to Berserk. Like this alone, I think it would be enough. Huge nerf. Echoing Hole damage per tick reduced by 20% mythic difficulty. Don't know what is Echoing Hole. Should I care? I killed that boss, I don't know. Someone 8 times already on mythic. Blastings. And there is everything mythic. Oh, this is... No, this is overall, not saying on mythic. Scaling changed in normal and heroic difficulties. Astral Flare duration increased to 33 seconds was 30. Oh, it just depends how many players we have. And I guess there was too much damage when group was too small. Okay. Yeah, some have to last bosses, so more people will kill mythic. As it usually is. And I was usually riding in the guild and I needed this to finish. All good now. Cardinal Cup is now open to all players level 30 and above. NPCs have been added to Orgrimmar Stormwind to start quests and spend your winning. I will try that. Lately I'm doing a lot of races. I'm being with quest for that. Okay. Items Nectarion's Call to Dominance. Primary stat buff is no Orgrimmar or starting anchor. Yeah, at least you know. At least you know. They changed so much on Paladin. They didn't wrote anywhere. I was on the last boss. You want to use your cooldowns before you pull the boss. Because you want to have back a little bit for a few seconds, like the cooldown for the abilities is 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. But you want to use it like in 87 seconds after pull. But now you cannot, because what? What Blizzard did? When you pull the boss, buffs disappeared. Nobody knew about that, because they didn't wrote it there. So I came on the boss, and suddenly I couldn't do what I did last 2 weeks on killing it. In PvP, I don't care. They need to do a lot of stuff with PvP, because I heard nobody's playing PvP. Not like many people playing PvP in this game, but usually a little bit more. Yeah, so quite a huge hotfix. And I really like Miss Weaver. Yeah, and a little bit. I will miss this, but I still blasting some mythic grades, so I don't care. I really like they're increasing your survivability, your absorbs. That's one huge one. Is more mini cooldown, and this is your main healing ability you are doing in Monk, in dungeons. You are healing through your damage and spreading HOTS. But spreading HOTS and doing damage, that's most of our healing. So I think at this one I just like, and I just want to play my Monk more. I definitely will play shit out of my Monk. Yeah, I cannot wait for next week. The first thing I will do tomorrow is play Monk in some 17. I want to feel it. It will be nice.